Previously on the Novympia channel.
Contrasts so much with what we're getting sonically.
And coming up.
It wasn't even his foot, it was his soul.
I got a soul on fire.
Well, that sounds painful.
I'm gonna break rules tonight.
I find you very rude. The Novympia channel is made possible by our gorgeous patrons who get access to the most unappealing crap you'll find anywhere on the whole internet.
Cue the snafu! One night when I'm all alone, sat there waiting by the phone, gotta get on down to an M&S, gotta get myself a meal deal. Are we reviewing that today? That's not the right song, is it?
What is that?
What is that? Grow up, Nova. That is the Grammy Award-winning song Je suis un Dolly.
I don't think it is.
By the Dolly Rockers. Welcome to another Novympia Eurovision reaction treat starring you girls.
Yes, my name is Nova.
And I'm Olympia, as always. This is just a reminder that we are usually dressed like ladies, but not today.
Yes.
Not doing it.
Yes, we are a drag duo hailing from the United Kingdom.
You're joking.
But we are going
But enough about that.
Full-blown, what's the phrase?
Scurvy.
Balls to the walls. Scurvy?
Let's get this scurvy started.
With our Eurovision coverage this year.
Yes, okay, I don't know how many of these we've done so far, but this time we're going to be looking at Belgium. Belgique. Not a country I usually look for at Eurovision. I won't lie to you, Nova.
No, they have had a few in the past.
One of these countries that it's their performance, I guess their track record, certainly in the last 20 years, is just very middling. There isn't that much going on. They won in, 1986, very famous entry, but since then, it's just been kind of fairly safe. Couple of them, though, have been sort of things that we've personally really liked. I suppose particularly would be Blanche City Lights.
Yes, that was just staged terribly.
But what a great song that was. And this time round, they have selected an artist named Mustii.
Yes, I don't know if it's... I think it's... Is it Mustii?
Mustii.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But this song is When the Party's Over. We do not have a live performance. We've been presented with a music video. So
That's
again,
correct.
it's always a bit difficult, I think, to compare the live performances with the music videos. But that's what we've got, so that's what we're going to react to.
That's what we're going to react to. We have seen this already.
Yes.
We listened to it on a little car journey we took to go to the airport, didn't we, the other day?
Yes.
So I won't spoil what either of us thinks about this, but there's going to be a bit of a discussion, I think, on the other side of this viewing experience, Nova. Okay, here we go. Headphones in. Before the party's over. Oh, straight into it. Oh, there's a lovely production on this.
I like all the microphones. I like the lighting.
I feel like a whole shit ton of microphones. We've seen that a couple of times now. Maybe that's like this year's hot trend.
He's got a lovely voice
And
already.
glitter. There's, yeah. Lovely buttery voice.
Then we've got a bit more of a beat coming in now.
Now, you know good and goddamn well that this is not going to be like a Germany Isaac just stand there and sing the song. This is going to be an absolute show from go to O.
This is an artist who I think isn't going to allow that to happen to himself. I love this chorus.
Very, very moody. We're obviously going to get something visually very appealing. Now, Nova, that's smoke, granted. But again, it's another in this visual of like yellowy,
Gold smoke.
dusty gold dust and smoke. So we need to really calm down on that.
This is an interesting costume.
What's that then?
The skull cap with the pearl choker.
You know what that gives
This bodysuit
me?
is great.
That gives me very Annie Lennox. No more I love you. No more I love you.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't hate it.
Oh, I really want
sell
to see
it.
this live.
Sell it. Tell me what's going on.
This is a little bit Natalia Kills Mirrors.
Oh,
Singing to
how
yourself in the mirror.
dare you, first of all.
But this is already, again, it's not a live vocal, but this performance in the music video is very passionate already.
Do you know what? I'm more excited about him than I am about this song. Okay, now we're ramping up.
I love the strings.
Okay. His... What's on fire?
I've got a
Something's on
I've
fire.
got a soul on fire.
His soul is on fire.
What a great
That's very visceral.
voice. He's got such a nice texture that comes through when he's like really belting.
There is going to be absolutely no worries, concerns or qualms about this gentleman performing this song on stage. I just don't believe that there will be. I just have real concern. Well, not concerns necessarily.
I love this. This is something that I would play really, really, really loud and just like scream along to. Especially the last like 30 seconds are just yes for me.
The first time we heard this, it made me think of Faraz, which is one of your favourite artists. So I got completely why you were all over this.
It also
is
gives
that fair
me
comparison?
Yeah, it also gives me very Adam Lambert vibes.
Very Dolly Rockers, Je suis un Dolly. Stop mentioning that. It's so weird. That's bled over from a different video.
This is the kind of music that I like to listen to. I basically like this kind of music and I like EDM music. Like those are my two like go-to pools for music genres.
Where does K-pop fill in to that?
Shit.
EDM. Okay,
yeah.
got it.
But I fucking love this.
Language, please, Nova.
This is I love everything about this.
Now listen, this has entered into the conversation of the sort of the winner's circle, the pool of songs which will make up the top 10. And while I believe this has a very, very good shot at ending up in the top 10, I do think there's perhaps a few things hindering it from being a winner. Do you think this is a winner?
It could be.
I think it could be beef.
I think it depends on what is brought.
Valentina Monetta could have been Nova.
It depends on what the performance is. We can't really have that conversation fully until we do see it live, until we see the staging. Because if this is done really well, if this is staged correctly, if it sounds great, I want some vocal surprises. A few people have commented how repetitive this song is towards the end. All I'm hearing is plenty of opportunity to give us some really amazing ad-libs live on stage.
I just don't know why he wouldn't have then baked them into the song a little bit. Like, why wouldn't you give yourself a bit more of a shot?
Because you want that to be the surprise on stage and you want that to make the live performance even more special. Okay. I love it when artists do that. Lady Gaga does it all the time. A lot of Eurovision artists do it when they give you ad-libs and live performances that aren't baked into the studio cut, and then it's just like, oh wow, this is actually a really special moment that we're watching.
Sometimes that reads to me though as like a last-ditch attempt to sort of scrape in a few more points, but the thing about this is that people, there's the 2 points people are mostly talking about, which is the last kind of 40 seconds of the song is very, very repetitive, and it takes about 2 minutes to get to the really kind of impactful end third of the song.
How do you feel about that?
Well, I think generally, in terms of music and movies especially, I'm all for a slow burn. I think people nowadays need instant gratification and we've kind of lost the appreciation for like the art of the slow burn. Having said that, if you're given 3 minutes on stage to do it, you've got 3 minutes to sell it. My worry for him is that possibly by the time it kicks into the really kind of like magical moment, he may have lost a few people. It does take a while to get there, and it is a tiny bit dirgy.
I don't get dirge
before.
I hadn't even considered this until I saw people say this. I just want to see, how long is it before the chorus?
2 minutes.
The first chorus kicks in.
Oh.
45 seconds, we get the first chorus. I think that is perfectly acceptable. I don't really see that as valid criticism.
Yeah, right, no, but people are saying that it's 2 minutes of the song before that kind of the final, the party's over.
Yeah, it's structure. It's growing. It's building up to that climax.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think that it
that's going to be a personal opinion thing.
But
I think.
In Eurovision, if you've lost people in the first 2 minutes, then you've lost people. I'm not suggesting then that you need to use every single second and really kind of like hammer it home.
I think the thing around that is we're going to be getting visuals for this.
Yes,
and I think that is going to be holding people's attention.
It's probably going to have to.
I think we're getting visuals with this, and I'm very excited to see how Mustii stages this, because he's clearly somebody with artistry about him. So I'm very excited to see what this looks like.
I do like this. I'm not playing it. I'm really not playing it. I can see that there's just genuine intention behind this, but to me, I don't know. It feels like I've heard it before, or there's something just stopping me from really kind of engaging with it. So it's not really a heavy hitter for me this year, especially because I think it is a really strong year. Maybe another year this might have stood out to me more.
I think this does stand out.
Well, this is what I'm looking at here.
At the moment, we've got a lot of upbeat dance tracks, and I think we've got very few this isn't really a ballad, but we've got very few slower songs, and I think this still has the drama needed to be in that like top 3 consideration. I do think this is going to stand out.
It's in the second half of the second semi. Okay, great. In terms of like songs that are, I don't know, more on the dramatic side, possibly, there isn't a whole lot. I mean, Denmark is in there.
Haven't heard Switzerland's entry yet. I think we know the artist is a non-binary person named Nemo.
I think Latvia's now completely lost any hope it's got.
Yeah.
Now that this has taken its spot.
Switzerland have said it's not a ballad.
They've said it's not a ballad. There isn't
yeah.
much ballady going on. We don't know what Georgia's song is, but you know, we've got San Marino's is really heavy. Norway's is pretty heavy. Estonia's is. And
we don't know what Israel are doing. That could be a ballad. We don't know what genre that is.
And the Netherlands is probably going to be super sort of like intense as well. So yes, this does stand a pretty good chance. I mean, I think we probably always were going to say that it was going to qualify anyway, but I just feel like in the end, it will probably end up a bit more middling. I don't know, maybe that's just my personal thing.
I'm trying to be like objective about this because I just love it so much. I am really biased with it.
Listen, this is a really difficult one. And the further we get into this, the harder it's going to get because there was a bloodbath semi. I think they're both impossible now. Because it's so stacked. The whole year is already stacked and we've still got, like, how many left have we got? Like 15?
I really, really like that at the moment there isn't a clear winner. Now that doesn't mean that we haven't heard songs with winning potential. It just means that I personally feel like the standard is so high.
Yeah.
At the moment, it depends on so many different factors that could pull it this way or that way.
Yeah, I just worry for any song yet to be released. If it's even slightly mediocre, it's probably just dead on arrival.
I agree.
It's got no chance. It makes me incredibly worried for the UK's entry.
I think the UK could be direct competition to this. We don't know yet enough of the song, but it could go in a direction that could be competition for this.
We are going to be reacting to the UK, or basically immediately when the music video comes out, and it will be a blind reaction, which is going to be this Friday, right? When is this one going out?
It may not be uploaded Friday because the music video is coming out, I think, at like 10:30 at night or something. So
okay,
I'm not sure.
We'll have to see what happens there, but it's getting very, very intense now. We are getting to the point where we can have a conversation about who's going to be qualifying. And yes, I think this will be, but ultimately...
Do you know what I love about this year? The last few songs have all been shoved into my top 10. Like, I can't believe that we're still getting songs that I'm putting in my top 10. My top 10 is shuffling around so much at the moment.
Good for you, you fucking loser!
And I really like that.
I put it 12th.
Okay, I've got it, I think it's 3rd. Yeah, I have it 3rd. So I bumped down Slovenia for this.
Listen, I know that we're not supposed to be talking ahead of ones we haven't done, but to think that Denmark is my 2nd, that San Marino is in my top 10, that, like, what is happening here?
What the hell
Bananas.
just happened?
This year is absolutely
It's
insane.
fun. I'm
I love
excited.
it. I just love it. So thank you for coming. What do you think of Belgium's entry this year for Eurovision 2024?
Yes, I feel like we've given you two sides of like a coin here. So let us know in the comments who you agree more with, or do you have a different opinion? Are you familiar with Mustii's work? Is there anything we should be looking up on to kind of get more of an idea of who he is as an artist? Leave comments down below and let us know.
You might as well subscribe if you're here and you haven't.
Yes,
like,
please.
I mean, why would you not do that? Why would you not do that?
We're reacting to as many of these as possible. So if you liked this video, you're going to like the rest of them.
Oh, hit the bell. Is that what people say? Hit the bell.
Yeah.
How long have we been doing this for now? It's like 10 years. Hit the bell. We also have a Patreon, which has exclusive content and stuff and garb over there, including our Discord, which has a Eurovision dedicated server in it. Channel.
We have a server with
That's a
channels
channel
inside.
within the server. Yeah, but just me and Dolly. Where we're chatting away talking about shit. So jump in there if you want to be a part of the conversation. I think that's probably everything, Nova. We're going to go now and do the next one.
Oh, you haven't given an opportunity to do the link.
Oh yeah, the link for that's arriving now.
Before the party is over.
Something, my foot's on fire.
What you gonna do with all that ash?
It wasn't even his foot, it was his soul.
I got a soul on fire.
Well, that sounds painful.
I'm gonna break rules tonight.
And a welcome to our newest patrons, Lee Sefton Hearn and Dorothy's friend.
Let me over the end card now. I can do it.
Okay.
Join the Patron, we'll do a shot of Patron.